You know, I think this is the last vlog of the year. So if it is, which I'm pretty sure it is, welcome to the last vlog of the year. 2023 is about to be donezo, and I'm ready for it to be donezo. I have 2 markets this weekend, a little double header, my first double header ever. And I think this will be maybe the last 2 of like 10-ish markets I've done this year. And I don't know what to do because tomorrow it's supposed to rain and they're giving us a chance to like opt out of that market, because even though they're moving everything inside, they're just like totally understand if you don't want to come due to weather, just because obviously weather makes people want to stay inside more. And right now it's supposed to literally rain all day tomorrow, like the whole day, just nonstop, like 100%. So that's not cool. But if I do skip that one, I won't miss out on anything because yeah, I didn't pay anything to be involved, which is great. And the one on Sunday, I think I paid $75 to be a part of, and I'm still uncertain about that one, but it's looking like the weather's getting better for that. The thing about that one was the gusts of wind were supposed to be like 45 miles an hour, which that feels like we're coming up on a hurricane. And I don't want that while I'm under a little tent and there are lots of people around me with lots of products on tables that aren't tied down. Like, that just sounds a recipe for disaster. So I'm hoping that the wind will leave and that I can just do that one on Sunday and sell everything then, and then whatever's left over, I'll put on my website like I was already planning on doing next week and just like get everything out there. It's just the one tomorrow that I'm uncertain about. But part of me is like, I didn't pay anything, so I could just bring a table and bring a handful of stuff and like hang out for a while. Because like, what else am I gonna do tomorrow? That was my plan, you know? So we'll see. I do have a lot of things to actually do today, like putting stickers on all of the pieces, finishing making some tags for my candles. I think I finished updating Square this morning. I was up really early, packing everything up and putting all the bins together and then packing up the car. Normally I have all of this done the day before market, but this week has just been wild, so there's no pre-market day off for me. I also need to go to my pop-up shop like stall and add some pieces to that because I haven't done that in a couple weeks, and now that I finally have stuff out of the kiln, it's time to load her up. So that's on the agenda today as well. Who knows? Part of me is like, you're just gonna do both markets and it's gonna be fine. And then part of me is like, should I not do tomorrow so that I can just like put all my energy to being on Sunday? I don't know, but I do know that I'm glad you're here. Come prep with me for this last little market journey of the year. It's been a wild one as far as markets go, but I want to finish strong. And even though I'm like, I could just put these online and be like, hey, does anyone want to buy them? I don't know. Let's figure this out. And while we do that, let's get some stuff done. Thank you again for being here. At the last vlog of the year, if you've been watching all year long, also thank you. It's pretty cool how many people are here, and I'm grateful for that. Let's go. Okay, I'm at a pretty good like stopping point, so I'm going to go to my pop-up shop and add some more inventory to that, and also probably switch some things out to bring and add to this batch for tomorrow. I am going to do both. I said yes because it will work out. And even if it's not great, again, tomorrow I literally lose nothing by being there because I didn't pay to be there. And Sunday is slowly and slowly looking better and better. So hopefully it won't be windy at all. I will probably go get more weights for Sunday. Okay, let's go restock. The shop is stocked, and now to pack all of these things up and make sure I have everything for tomorrow. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting. I definitely thought this would all take me a lot longer, so it's nice that I'm done. I'm gonna go to the coffee shop and update my inventory that I just stocked at the stall because I like to keep track of everything that's coming and going and all of that, and then get back to doing this. Market day is here. It's 7:35. I need to be set up by 9:45. The goal is that I can go get a matcha and chill for a minute and then head there. Thankfully, I don't live that far, but it's looking pretty sad today. I think the rain percentage went down, so thankfully it's not raining, and hopefully it won't be as I'm like loading stuff in. But I have everything in the car already, so all I have to bring with me is my iPad and myself. So that's great. I don't know what I'm feeling, but hopefully this one will catch all of us vendors by surprise and be a really great market. But I think right now I'm kind of just like, I don't think this is gonna be it, but you never know. This could be like the most popular market of them all. Let's go find out. is Sunday. I feel like I drank a whole bottle of tequila, but I didn't. But sometimes social hangovers are just as bad as the real ones. Yesterday was insanity. That was my most successful market of the year, which is baffling to me because I definitely thought I was just going to be sitting there reading the whole time. But apparently people love indoor markets when it's raining outside because I think for all of the vendors, everyone was just like totally shocked of the turnout and how well everybody did, which was really great because I know we all need it and small businesses need days like that. And I'm so glad that, yeah, we all were able to have the market we all needed. Today will be incredibly windy. Like, from whatever I thought it was going to be, it's going to be worse than that. But I sold so much stuff yesterday to where now, last night I requested if I could switch to a sidewalk spot instead of having a full tent spot, because if I were to put up my tent, one, I would be so overwhelmed by wind and like making sure it's weighed down properly, but two, I just don't have that much stuff anymore. I have enough to fit on one table. I think I have like 13 cups left. Thankfully, I still have my stall inside the shop that we're popping out in front of, so I can direct people in there too. But I am going to utilize this opportunity to where I don't have as much physical products to get people to maybe sign up for Wonky Tonk. And somebody brought it up yesterday of like, oh, have you been telling people? And I was like, you know what? That would have been a great marketing idea, but no, I did not think about that. So I did find, I have this QR code that takes you to a page on my website that's kind of like the care page, but right at the top of it, I have a banner for like about and contact and like my Instagram and maybe my shop too. But I thought about adding a banner on top of that that will take you to the Wonky Tonk page where you could sign up if you want. That way I could cut this out, make a cute little sign that says want ceramics all year long, scan the QR code to find out more. And then that way people can still get to the care info by just scrolling. That's what I'm going to do right now before I head to get some matcha and then woo! It is nice that the sun is here. Before I head to set up, now that I'm just bringing my table and I think I have one bin of goods, I'm like finding a few things here that I can add to my sale section, but it's gonna be pretty slim, which is like kind of a bummer. I could have made more, but the more I thought about it last night, I was like, yes, I like could have made more, but did I really want to make more? And would I, like, how would I feel now if I would have made more? Like, maybe I would feel great, but I know that I would be incredibly exhausted and I'm tired and I feel hungover now, but I know that's just because of the socialness of it all. I'm trying not to like be too much of a capitalist mindset of like, I could have made so much more money. Like, yes, that would have been great, but I would have lost my soul along the way. And I don't feel like doing that right now, and I don't regret. I think this is like the ideal turnout for me because now I can start the new year with empty shelves and focus on stocking my pop-up shop because I feel like I've kind of been neglecting that, and focus on Wonky Tonk. And that feels like a great start to the year. And this is also happening because I got that ridiculously large mug order, which was amazing and honestly made as much or more as I would at a market. It all works out. Not in the way you thought it would, but it does. So I am gonna go make a cute little sign and update my website and then grab the last few things. I literally ran out of tissue paper and bags. I had to hand someone a mug, just hand it to them. And everything about that felt wrong to me, but I had no other choice. And they were like over the moon, just happy to have their cup, which is so sweet. But thankfully a friend of mine went and grabbed me more bags and tissue paper, so I have enough to get me through today. So I think it will be a good day. And I'm so glad that I'm not setting up my tent. Thank goodness they had room on the sidewalk for me. Anyways, I will chit chat more about this after today. Hello, it is Monday, December 18th. I'm done with markets for the year. Who can believe it? Not me. That was the craziest weekend. As I've said here before, I've never done back-to-back markets before, and that was pretty wild. I am so in shock of just how well that went. And yesterday was definitely not as good as Sunday as far as sales go, but I still had a good time. I was in between some other vendor friends, so it just felt like really chill. The weather was definitely terrible from 10 when I got there till probably 1, I think maybe the sun came out, and the event was till 5:30. So it was definitely slow. I think a lot of people didn't come because of the wind, so I think that kind of just made it even slower. And then there was another big market also happening in another part of town at the same time, but I still ended up making some sales. And I think over the weekend I made $2,100, which is really awesome and the best I've ever done all year. So really glad to say that my markets of 2023 ended on a good note. I don't know if I'll do as much next year. I'm hoping to focus more with online things and figuring that world out and seeing how I like it, since this year I kind of told myself that I really wanted to do all the markets, and I did them. And now I know the ones that I'll definitely be a part of next year, but I just don't know if I'd want to do it all year long. We'll see. Who knows? Just feeling really grateful, and even just thinking of what I want for next year and how I'm feeling right now. I feel really hopeful, and I think that's a good note to end on for 2023. I have learned so much. I've tried so many things. If you've been watching all of my vlogs this year, you know that I went hard and did all the things to try and make this artist life sustainable. And I'm not fully there yet, but I do feel like this weekend was a really great push in the right direction and just showing me what is possible. And honestly, some people had some really nice and specific to who I am things to say, and people that I didn't even know, but the things that they were saying is stuff that I feel. And so for people to get that from seeing my work without me saying it, that just blew my mind, and I'm stunned by what putting myself out there in this way has done for me, as far as just bringing a positive light to making art and putting myself out there when I'm pretty much a very timid, scared girly. I did a lot of brave things this year, and I want to be proud of myself for that and call them brave, because they are. I'm happy to be here. I'm so thankful that you've been following along this year. I will be back next year for lots more. Maybe I'll do a proper recap in the new year, but for now I am just going to cruise until 2024. I may get back on my wheel just because I enjoy throwing, but it will be nice to just throw for fun and make stuff for myself after taking at least a couple weeks break because my body needs it and my mind and all of that. But it's hard to stay away sometimes, and I think that's why I enjoy what I'm doing for myself in this whole thing, because it allows me the freedom to not feel pressure to get on my wheel, but like I just like throwing. So knowing that like it's okay that I want to throw even though I'm like taking a break, like that's fine because I like doing it and I want to keep liking doing it. And so I think making it happen when I like just want it to happen because it truly still is therapy for me, like I'm gonna follow that. And so I hope that you're able to follow what makes your heart light up to no end and enjoy the rest of your year. I will see you in 2024. Thank you. Have a wonky holiday everything time. Bye.